Easter's in full bloom at Whole Foods Market with great deals on spiral cut bone-in ham and leg of lamb, both crowd pleasers. Round out your spread with quiche, deviled eggs, and delicious catering platters from Prepared Foods. Oh, and remember to pick up a Whole Foods Market bunny cake from the bakery. Strapped for time? They cater too, with delicious options available without the effort. Find hundreds of Easter deals and delights now at Whole Foods Market.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. With Indeed, everything hiring is all in one place, and it makes it so easy. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences each day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences. The more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join the more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Indeed.com/podcast. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This is a Shorty. It's anything but murder, Shorty. And so Leroy is going to try to tell us he's got something to say, but he really is just trying to be needy. And hopefully somebody will take care of that. And so now it's me and Annie. And we've got my daughter, Sarah, here with us.
Hello.
Yay.
Yay. Welcome.
We've got Sully, who's behaving, and we have Leroy, who's misbehaving, and in the very background is Mr. Michaels, who's the strong, silent type.
Also known as Leroy Brown's handler.
Very true. So today on our Shorty, because we can't talk about murder, and the current state of our whole world really is this pandemic called the COVID-19 coronavirus, also known as Rona, an unwelcome house guest. And so it's changed a lot of ways that we have started doing things in life. And I think one thing that Sarah is going to be able to talk to us about is how has it changed the rules of dating.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about dating, not somebody that you've been dating for like 2 years, 3 years, and y'all are familiar and you're quarantined together and, you know, all that happy horse shit. I'm talking about the dating app type life where you're going out, you're scheduling dates, maybe 2 or 3 dates with guys that you really haven't met before or you've only been out with a couple times.
Right.
So why don't you give us a little view of what that's like?
So I am honestly not even big on like the dating app scene anyway. So figures, I haven't dated since I was 22. So figures when I finally decide, after 7 years, I'm 29 now, finally decide to get back on the saddle in 2020 said,
I don't think so.
You ain't ready, girl.
So did you decide to get on the dating apps before the pandemic?
Yes.
Okay.
Like weeks before.
Like almost simultaneous.
Yeah, almost.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like mid to late February. So, yeah, the Rona was around. She was lurking.
Mm-hmm. And we will say that you've recently moved here to the Charleston area.
Yes.
So, you know, it's a good way to actually try to even socialize a little bit when you're very new to the area.
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
know a lot of people
And
except for
it
your
took
boring
me
family.
a while to get myself settled. I live alone, so I had to like build my little safe haven and get comfortable before I was ready to socialize. And right as I was getting there, Rona said, "Hold my beer." She ain't going nowhere. So I had just started on the dating app stuff. I had definitely come across, I was talking to one gentleman, and he was fine as wine, and I was digging it, and he was making me laugh, and then we started texting back and forth, exchanged numbers, and he wanted me to come over to his place.
Oh.
Right off the rip, first thing, and I said, "Sir, we've got to figure something out."
No, sir.
Sir, got to figure this out. We have to get creative. And he freaked out, like anger went on a Rona rage, is what I call it.
Oh, wow.
He thought this whole thing was fake.
Oh.
So that quickly,
Oh,
Sally.
you didn't.
No.
I know, Sally's equally upset about it.
She's got Rona rage.
She's got big time Rona rage. Yeah, so just hearing like people's, perspectives and complete recklessness has been just another check on the list to see
to
what.
grade a person.
Yeah,
That's
to
a
grade
really
a
great way to
person.
grade
Yeah,
a person.
exactly.
And they're like, this is all horseshit. You're
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Like whatever the way says no.
Yeah,
Right.
Left or
exactly.
right or
Yeah.
up or
So
down or
I
whatever.
definitely have been dealing with Rona rage. So there was one gentleman that, well, let me say that these podcasts are pre-recorded. So when I'm talking right now,
It could
social
be 3 to
distancing,
4 weeks.
I'm just saying that like right now in the present time, we are locked in our houses. I fully understand the precautions that need to be taken. But when I'm talking, it was just when like,
We started.
is social distancing a thing? Like we're joking about it, like
even the terminology.
Yeah,
It took
we're
us a couple
still-
days to just
Yeah.
laugh at
Yeah,
the term social
exactly, yeah.
distancing.
Right,
So-
because there's never been a time when we've had to do this before.
Yeah,
So we have no
exactly.
idea how
Yeah.
to act. We're
So-
a society that's like, wait, you want me to what?
yeah, and this
Exactly.
is like right before St. Patrick's Day. So people are
true.
like, I'm trying to party. Is this real? Is it not?
Right.
So let me just set it. I'm sure when you're listening right now to this podcast, you think I'm crazy and reckless, but I'm just saying that when this was occurring, it was right when the whole nation was like half and half, like what is going on?
Right.
So right now I'm not acting like
It's
this.
good.
Let me
We're
just
not
say
judging.
that.
We are
I-
not
yeah,
judging.
Podcast.
Got it. I'm not acting this way now. So I had met a gent. We'll call him Perry,
Okay.
because that's his name.
Oh, no.
Shout out. If you're listening, this is about
Well,
you.
if he was a fan, he's probably not anymore.
Yeah. So I met this guy named Perry online, and we really hit it off, really got along, and we wanted to go on a date. Everything was closed, and then it was also raining and cold at the same time, so we couldn't just go for a walk, which is what I had preferred to do. He asked me to come over to his house, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sure everyone's doing the same precautions that I'm doing. Like, what's the difference? And I'm still working, even currently, I'm still working my normal job, normal hours in the
Right.
office. So to me, it just didn't feel like anything different
Sure.
to go over and have a little happy hour. So I go over, he's way hotter than pictures, which is what you have to look out,
Wow.
because usually it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, I've never
On
heard
Bumble,
of that.
you
when
know-
they're
Never
better
heard of it
looking.
being-
Exactly.
better
There's
looking.
all filters and
Yeah.
angles
And 10-year
and
young
this was
pictures.
10 years ago in my
This
heyday.
is when I was 14.
Yeah, so I
30.
usually, as I'm
Yeah.
looking through pictures, I'm usually, looking for things like visible teeth in their smiles. Even one guy was really cute, and I was scrolling through, and all of his pictures, he was smiling but with his mouth shut. So my opening line to him was, "You are really handsome, but I just need to ask up front, do you have teeth?" And
Oh.
I did not get a response from him.
Oh,
I'm going to take that as a no.
I'm going to take that as no. I don't have all of them, and I'm very sensitive about it.
Yeah.
And you're rude.
Maybe
Or-
he was a hockey player. He could have been a hockey player.
Well, he could have also had a lot of teeth and just thought that was just a strong opening line, which I totally appreciate.
I agree. Yeah.
So anyway, so I go over to Perry's house. He is fine as wine. I mean, I was blown away. I was nervous all of a sudden. I wasn't nervous. Got nervous. Went up. His house was gorgeous. He had an apartment, decorated nicely, cleaned up, feng shuied, the whole 9 yards. I was really impressed. And we hit it off. It was like No first date I've ever been on. He cooked me dinner.
Wow.
We sat and we talked. We didn't watch a movie or anything. There was no silence, no awkwardness. Like, it was like I had known him. We just got along. Instant chemistry, really meshed well.
Nice.
I'm like, wow, this online dating.
Really happening.
Yeah, I was like, I really am impressed with this. So, he cooked me. He didn't even tell me he was cooking. I actually ate beforehand.
Oh, no.
So I didn't even know. So he surprised me, which was nice. He cooked me ribs 2 different ways.
Wow.
Potatoes, red potatoes. Like, he diced and everything, that shit. Yeah, and green beans.
Diced that shit.
And let me tell you, this boy can cook. It was good. I ate every bit of it, even though I had eaten right before. I gobbled that up. I hope he wasn't watching because it got weird. I really went for it. It was so good. Yeah, I was like, wow, this guy can cook too. So the night was wrapping up, and, you know, this is where it gets a little awkward because even though I'm at his house, I still wouldn't be comfortable with kissing someone right now.
No.
Which, I mean, personal note for me, I actually hate kissing unless it's like my boyfriend. I have always been that way. I
was gonna say.
Yeah, I've always been that way.
Started dating.
Yeah, and
I don't like it.
Kissing is just
this
not
is
your
almost
thing.
like your time to shine. Because
Yeah,
kissing
that's
is
how I
a
feel.
no-no, so that's working out in
Exactly.
your favor.
I hate it unless I am really intimate and in love with someone. That's when I like to kiss them. But if not, I don't know. Like, if I'm in a bar and I get drunk, I am not the girl that's making out with someone.
No.
They could have puked right before. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen. And I don't know, it feels like a slug in my mouth. It grosses me out. I have a weak stomach. I just don't want anyone's tongue in my mouth.
A very active gag reflex.
I do. I'm quite the gagger. So yeah, this coronavirus, this is my time to shine.
Yeah, it's working in your favor.
Exactly. I don't have to pretend or dodge a kiss. I can just say, "Whoop, coronavirus."
I'm calling Rona.
Sorry, friend. Rona. So anyway, so we're gearing up, and I'm like, thank God I don't have to have like any awkward dodges or conversations or, you know, anything like that about kissing or touching. I can just go on my merry way. But before I did, I wanted to use the restroom. So I go in and I open the toilet lid, and lo and behold, he had taken a big old crap and forgot to flush.
No. Oh, no.
Yes. I open it up, and there it is. And
no.
I am open. I'm an open person. Like, you can tell me your deep, dark secrets and nasty things about what you're going through. But seeing poop, I can't do it. It's just, don't send me a picture. If you take a big one, I don't want it.
No.
It is my line.
And I definitely don't want to smell another person's poop.
No.
Yeah,
It really
I
upsets me.
really almost upchucked. Like,
And
you know, I only have,
all out puke.
I'm a puker. I have about 2 to 3 warning gags in me, and after that, it is on. It's happening.
Right.
So I am like, oh my God. But you know what? This guy is awesome. It happens. He was probably rushing around.
Yeah.
So I say, Sarah, this guy's too nice.
And too good looking.
Too good
and
looking.
He's a good cook.
Exactly. You know what? Just close your eyes and flush that turd. So that's what I did. I flushed it.
Oh, God.
I wiped it from my brain. I acted like it didn't happen. Instant amnesia. Keep it moving. This is dating in 2020. So I do my thing. I finish. I go over. And I'm looking for hand soap. And his entire house was feng shuied. So there was nothing on any surface in the kitchen. Everything was feng shuied, which made it look really modern and chic. I'm like, woo, this guy's got it together. So I'm looking, no hand soap around. I start going through drawers, which if you really want to know how to get to know someone quick, look through their bathroom drawers.
Right.
And then I'm like, you know, he could probably hear me, so let me just go out and ask. So I go out there. He's cleaning up after dinner. I'm like, hey, I can't find your hand soap. Can you point me to it? And he kind of shoots me this weird look and then motions to under the kitchen sink. So I'm like, okay, feng shui, let's do it. Go under the kitchen sink, looking around, looking left, looking right, looking in between. The only thing I see is an empty Dawn dish soap bottle.
No.
That is it. That is it. And it is empty.
And it's empty, so what's he cleaning the dishes with?
So then it hits me.
Oh, no.
And I rewind the night. And I
Playing over in your
see
head.
the series of events that I've just witnessed. This means, folks, that sweet, tall glass of Perry
with the ribs 2 ways.
Before I got over there, took a big old poop, didn't wash his hands,
Oh, no.
and then cooked me dinner. You know what? I ate that whole freaking plate. I ate every morsel of it. I ate,
poop
yeah.
ribs, and not only that, but Sarah, he's cleaning up the kitchen. Where's the dishwashing liquid? Like, what's he washing it
I
with?
have no freaking clue.
Is he just rinsing it off?
And all of these memes I've been seeing about, like, y'all nasty asses should have been washing your hands. I'm laughing like,
who doesn't
that's
wash
not
their
real.
hands?
That's not a thing.
It's a
And
thing,
it's
Sarah.
a thing.
It's
He
a
is
thing.
living his life
He's
day
going
to day,
through
even in a worldwide pandemic, without hand soap.
And here we are
no.
looking all over because we can't find hand soap.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're having to use the Dawn dishwashing liquid as hand soap.
And it would have been one thing, and I'm just waiting because, like, you know, I can't control my facial expression. So there was a big old face staring back at him of like, what the heck is going on in this house? And that would have been his time to say, like, I can't believe it. I can't find it anywhere. There's no hit.
Yeah,
you know,
oh
like
my
there
God,
was
I
no
used
excuse.
The last of it when I was cooking it,
Yeah,
I threw it away.
no
I'm so
excuses.
sorry.
Completely natural. And I'm just staring at him like completely in shock. Like, oh my God, I ate shit ribs. Hashtag shit ribs 2020. This is dating.
Rona.
So
I do have a question. Are you 100% sure he cooked that dinner?
I mean, unless
He
his
could
grandmother
have
came
gotten
over before.
He could have gotten it takeout and then put it on pans and stuff.
But he still handled it. He still handled her plates.
I hope so. We'll just say that.
Let's just keep like maybe.
We'll
just
say that,
maybe.
but I saw that shit come out of the oven.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
now I'm really
Well,
like
it's not only that, Sarah, but every surface he's touched. And think about when you opened the door, using that door
I know.
handle out of that
Thankfully,
bathroom.
thank God I had brought hand sanitizer and it was in my purse. So that is what I used. And then I went home and that's when dating stopped. We're not using the same precautions as I'm using
and obviously
whatsoever.
never has.
And never have. So needless to say, me and Perry, we're
done.
not together.
Not meant to be.
Not meant to be,
No.
but
No.
and
Not
I
at all.
have stopped going to any houses, and I'm now social distancing at fire pits, standing, not touching surfaces that
Yes.
anyone could have pooped on.
I think that's wonderful.
So, knowing that we were going to chat about this, I did a little bit of research. The
Good.
Huffington Post has come out with some ideas for virtual dating
Nice.
for
Good.
people that want to. So, here's some suggestions that they have. Take a virtual museum tour.
That's
you
way better.
share your screen, and then you go and do the online virtual tour of
Different museums.
different museums, right? You could video conference while leafing through old photo albums.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds
sounds
like
dumb.
fun. You can do a
Sorry,
virtual
Huffington.
TV or movie watch party.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could do trivia. You can play board games online, which you just told us about an app
Yes.
Yes.
that we can play games together.
Yep. House party.
Uh-huh.
That's a free ad. House party.
House party. Yeah, you can send a check
Yeah.
our way anytime you want.
This was one of my personal favorites. Take an online class together. Yale
Well,
is offering.
there are some online photography classes that are being offered for free right now. That might be interesting, but it would be more than just one date.
boring.
Maybe a sex ed class together.
No,
Cook-
Sarah.
Cook the same meal from different kitchens.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
and
right.
Let's challenge each other to see how many times we can wash our hands while cooking.
Right. You can start a book club. Right.
That's dumb.
Anyway, there were some suggestions. You could also do an online dance class. You could have a dance party.
How about if you all do online yoga together?
There you
That's
go.
going to say a lot about a person.
Yeah, I will
Turn
cuss
the
the
sound
entire
down.
time. Yeah. No, thank
Just
you.
put some music
So is that one
behind
of
it.
your things now when you're online and you're looking for somebody? Do you ask them, how do you feel about hand washing?
Oh, I've stopped. That was the end.
Oh, so that you're done until after the
Yeah,
after
I'm
the
done.
pandemic.
I picked one nice lad out, and and he washes his hands avidly, and we have, like, some FaceTiming nights and extreme social distancing walks in the park, but...
Yes, let's talk about the walk in the park that y'all did the first time when you took your dog, Sully.
Yeah, so I took my dog with me as protection. I live in a really cute area with a nice park. There's a lot of shops and stuff. Most of them are closed, but some of them have figured out a way to still sell, like, takeout.
Sure.
And there's an ice cream place, and they just have everything at the front, the cash register, at the door. You don't walk in, you just tell them what ice cream you want. So we walked around the park. I had Sully with me for protection and also social distancing because she's
nice
wild.
Barrier. Yeah, and she's a nice barrier. Like, if you can walk with her between the two.
Yeah, and that's what we did.
Distance.
Yeah, that's what we did too. So we got ice cream, and then we sat on a bench to eat it, apart, of course. And here I would think Sully would help the distancing. And she sat on the other side of him. So it was me, him, and then Sully.
She was trying to take him from
you. She is a hussy. She loves men, and I don't know why I thought she could protect or distance whatsoever.
Like,
because
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she didn't want to leave with me at the end of the night. When he went to his truck, she was pulling me. I was like, well, this didn't go well whatsoever.
My dog doesn't want to stay with me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
That's a good sign, though, right? If your dog likes your date.
That's not too much for Sully. It's really if my date can handle. Yes, he brought her a bone, which won my heart.
Right.
Yeah, he speaks dog, and it's not if Sully likes them, because she likes every male she's ever come in contact with.
Right.
Even the creepy ones that I am trying to avoid. If I'm on a walk and I want her to look tough, because she has a little pit mix look to her, so I'll be like, yeah, this is a pit. And then she's over there, like, her whole butt's wiggling, trying to get to this, like, creepy guy. So
yeah, that does not help.
It's really if he can handle Sully, which I should have known, because this Perry guy, I asked him if he liked dogs, and his answer was, they don't bother me.
Sarah, why would you bother?
He was so hot, Mom.
Oh, no.
That is a character flaw that you could not change.
I know.
No good looks are ever going to make up for that.
I know.
Because that's going to go nowhere.
Well, don't worry. The shit ribs definitely sealed the deal with that.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I think Sully thinks you deserve it, because how dare you go out with a guy that's just not bothered by
I know.
it.
Well, I'm sure Sully would love shit ribs anyway. That's right up her alley.
Yeah. She totally
thrives on that.
No, well, those are funny stories.
That is funny.
Yes. Yeah. So if anybody that's listening has any similar dating stories, if you're dating or trying to socialize in some kind of way and you found a creative way to do it, like Ann said, we've downloaded House Party. We haven't started it yet, but I was looking for a way to reconnect with my work girlfriends, because I haven't seen them in so long, because right before this stuff happened, I got sick, and I left the building at the end of February, and I have not been back. So not only now we're all teleworking, but I had that extra 2 layers that I didn't see them, and we're kind of missing each other, and, things are getting, people are having some isolation, depression. I think for me, I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and we were saying that how this has really changed, because as working women, the way that we treat ourselves and make ourselves kind of pump ourselves up and give us a boost in morale is we go get our hair done, we go get our nails done,
sure,
we go have lunch with friends, or we go shopping or something, and all of that has stopped. And so there's this monotony of life drumming on in this different rhythm and we've lost the way to do that. So
and we're all ugly as all get up.
I mean, I haven't worn makeup since February. It's funny, because I signed up in the beginning of February for Ipsy, because I love cosmetics and all that kind of stuff, and now I'm getting Ipsy boxes with all this fun makeup in it. I hadn't worn makeup since February.
Do it anyway. Even if you're staying at home and you're not feeling good about yourself and you do full makeup, it just makes you feel better. Do your hair, do your makeup.
It just makes you feel better.
Yeah, it really does.
So I thought maybe whenever my friends, we get together for our house party, because I was trying to think, can we play Yahtzee on Skype?
Yeah.
But then, one of us didn't have Yahtzee, and so we were trying to figure it out.
Who doesn't have Yahtzee?
Well, I mean, this girl, I don't know. I mean,
it's my favorite game.
Her. She's not from the South. She's from the Dakotas somewhere. Like, I don't know. I don't know what those people do when they grow up.
Yeah.
So I know that we played a lot of games growing up, and I raised you all to play a lot of board games and stuff. So, but this will be a good way. So if anybody out there has any suggestions or has any great stories that you want to share, send it to us on email and we'll share it because we talk about everything.
We really do.
We really do. And especially if you tell us that this is a secret, we're probably going to tell.
We're going to tell somebody. We're not gonna, yeah. Maybe don't trust us with that.
No. So anyway, everybody out there, stay sweet. Wash your freaking hands. Don't eat shit ribs.
No.
And social distance. And hopefully this will be over soon and we can go back to getting on with our lives and doing what we do and getting our freaking nails done and our hair done. So everybody stay sweet.
Have a great week, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Easter's in full bloom at Whole Foods Market with great deals on spiral cut bone-in ham and leg of lamb, both crowd pleasers. Round out your spread with quiche, deviled eggs, and delicious catering platters from Prepared Foods. Oh, and remember to pick up a Whole Foods Market bunny cake from the bakery. Strapped for time? They cater too, with delicious options available without the effort. Find hundreds of Easter deals and delights now at Whole Foods Market.
You know when you're listening to a true crime story that has an unbelievable plot twist that makes you stop in your tracks? That's what our podcast, People Are the Worst, brings you with each episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rebecca. We're identical twins who love true crime cases that make you say, didn't see that coming, and we hate the people responsible for them. Listen to People Are the Worst now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.